Yeah. So tonight you don't need to translate everything in English because the video will be in English from the start. That's what's up. Okay, so thank you first of all for those who sending me donation. Thank you so much. Okay, I don't want to name. Okay. The very generous people who send me donation, but thank you so much for the PayPal and all that. And you got the link, okay, of my PayPal under the video if you want to send me a donation, all right? So today I want to talk again about the Jeffrey Epstein file, okay, and all the things that are debunked or discovered, all right, here. So there is one thing that I want to talk here that seems to be important, okay? There is some people who can relate about the audition of Jeffrey Epstein, okay? And during his audition, he's talking about scientific stuff, all right? So he's talking about science and how the universe is made of and blah, 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 okay? So, and then I see scientists from all around the world, young people, young generations, in Asia or whatever, saying, oh, yeah, this is actually true. And now what bothering me is there is more and more people here saying that Epstein or Jeffrey or whatever his name, because he had many passports and many how the name Italian or name, and now people are saying he's a Russian agent. Some other are saying he's an agent of the Mossad from Israel. Now people are saying all sorts of things, okay? But let's stay to the scientific part here, okay? So he's stating a lot of things that resemble, okay, at the Kabbalah, okay, way of viewing, understanding the world, okay, and the Kybalion and everything, okay. So the first principle of the Kybalion, all right, the Kabbalah and the Hermetic principle is that the first of the principle is that the whole, okay, is mental, all right? Everything is mental, all right? So he's explaining a lot of stuff and everybody's saying, wow, he's very intelligent. So the people who want to breed many women and children in castle for spread their genetic all around the world, they're very clever people, they're very smart, they know a lot of things. But actually, they are not clever. They just are very, very stupid. Okay, these people are profoundly imbecile. Okay, so what you have to know is that if the first principle of the Kabbalah, okay, is the all is mental, it means the rest is just bullshit. Why? Okay, I'm gonna explain it to you. All right. It's because consciousness is not your consciousness. No, so I'm going to really explain once and for all why this guy was just lobotomized and stupid, you know? Just like all the people following religion and whatever and have beliefs, all right? On this channel, we're not here to have beliefs. We only talk about the fact, all right? We don't even need to be backed up by poor science or whatever, okay? We talk about the fact, okay? So listen carefully here, because these people, they should be all in jail right now, all of them. And I mean from all the country. I mean, it can be from England, from Europe, they are just murderers, all right, okay? There's no love, there's no compassion, there's only war and whatever. I mean, I don't want to talk about it because it's too disgusting, all right? But the army should have arrest all of them by now, but nothing is happening, all right? And the proof are here. People don't know how to look at the proof. They're still talking about maps and this and that, but this is way has been, all right? Now we know everything for a fact, all right? So we know about the 7-11, we know about everything, okay? But people are still going to work on the morning to pay taxes. So now they can do everything they want with us, okay? I mean with you, okay? Not with me, but with you, but it's not funny, all right? It's very sad, actually, all right? Very sad. It's very sad, actually, okay? There is no education in this world. There is only lobotomizing and conditioning and whatever, beliefs, dogmas, religion, okay? So I really want to explain the fact why Epstein and all the people thinking like him are profoundly stupid, okay? Imbeciles, all right? They are not intelligent. They are not smart, okay? Smart is love, is prosperity, is sharing, is loving every animal, the nature. This is smart, all right? Okay? To be a mechanical monkey is not smart. It's just to be a bot, all right? To be a slave for the AI, all right? So what you have to understand is that consciousness is not my consciousness or your consciousness, all right? Consciousness is consciousness, all right? So our brain, okay, is the human brain. And this human brain has been in evolution for thousands of years. So the Chinese brain, okay, the brain of a Chinese man or Chinese girl is the same brain as a Norwegian or a Spanish or an American or a Peruvian or African, okay? It's the same brain, all right? It's the same neurotransmitters, all right? It's the same neurotransmitters all around the world. It's like sodium is sodium everywhere, okay? Sodium is sodium in America, in China, okay? Sodium is the same molecule, okay? It's the same compound, okay? So the human brain is exactly the same, okay? It is the house of consciousness, all right? So the brain, all right, is capable of translate the information that the sensation, everything that you get with your senses, okay? To see, to hear, to touch, everything to taste with your mouth, okay? To smell, okay? And your supra senses, whatever. But everything is information, all right? Okay, but this is not like a supercomputer or binary universe with zeros and one. The Kabbalah will make you believe that everything has its opposite, okay? Yes, no, good, bad, hot, cold, okay? And this is like a variation of temperature, but this is profoundly wrong. This is profoundly wrong, all right? So it's not all right, so I will explain, okay? But to think like that is leading to the destruction of the world, all right? I will explain why, okay? So your brain, okay, with the neurotransmitters, okay, can filter, can translate the information, all right? So basically your brain that is functioning, okay, is the guarantee, okay, is the garant of the consciousness, all right? So my brain is here. If someone enters the room, okay, he can see the same thing, okay? The consciousness is made of everything that what it holds by itself, all right? So now I can see the wall, the windows, everything, but also in my head, okay? I'm French, American, Japanese, Dutch, whatever, African, all right? And also I like this, I like that. I'm a left wing, right wing, Democrat, Republican, whatever, okay? It's in my head, okay? So people think we are individuals, okay? Individuals mean in the dictionary that it cannot be divided. But if we look in ourselves very deeply and very clearly, okay, like consciously, all right, inside ourselves, we can see that what we call individual, all right, is a compound of many things, all right? It's our beliefs, it's the way we eat, our culture, our tradition, our gods, our belief, and all these things, okay? So it means that, and everything that we have learned from the start with our parents, with the teachers, with the spiritual masters, the guru, okay, all right? And the study we have done, where we travel, all right? So it means that this is the only difference between all the human beings. We have a name, all right? These sounds that parents give to us when we are born. But if we take all the conditioning, we take everything, even the sounds, okay? Like people call me Jay or whatever, okay? Then the only thing we have is a brain that observes consciousness, all right? So we have a brain, okay, in a geographical center that is observing the consciousness, all right? And if someone enters the room, we are two people watching at this consciousness, all right? So if I'm not here anymore, or I disappear, or I die, okay, the consciousness will keep on going, okay, in the brain of someone else, your brain or whatever, okay? All the brain all around the world, okay, are the garant of consciousness, okay? All the living things, all right? Because it's the brain that translate the information with the neurotransmitter, okay? Like everything that we see, all right? So it means that this brain is not just my brain or your brain, it's the brain of humankind, all right? And after we divide humankind with races, religion, beliefs, nationalism, all these superficial things that are not true, okay? And religion, belief, dogmas, and all these things, science, all right? All these okay? But all these things is what is thought, all right? And thought is useful for the practical thing, to build a house, a car, a rocket, to press a button and erase and kill many people, okay? And to make the law and our beliefs, all right? So this is for the practical thing. The thinking, the mind is the thinking, all right? The thinking is very important, all right? But on the psychologic, on the psychologic part, all right? The think has divided, all right, the human consciousness, okay, in many different parts. So it means it has created like a division, a separation, okay? And when we create a separation, a division, we make a duality, all right? And a duality, it means friction. So it means that it will lead inevitably to conflict, to war, to violence, all right? This is a fact, all right? A Jewish, a French, an Arab, a Catholic, it doesn't exist. This is the mind, okay? The mind, all right? The memory, the knowledge when we learn something, okay? That brings a distortion inside ourselves. A distortion is the division between what is believed and what is the real living situation. So the distortion is the division between what is thought or what is believed or what is perceived, okay, with the mind, the thought, but it's not the real thing. It's not the reality of the living thing, all right? I hope I can make myself clear, all right? And thinking is also memory, all right? So thinking is only the result of memory, all right? So thinking is memory. When we think, okay, how thinking is based on knowledge. And knowledge is only memory. And memory is always old. Always old. So it means there is nothing new. It's only repetition, all right? It means that we repeat again and again for thousands and thousands and thousands of years, all right, until now, all right? Because we don't know, we just repeat, all right? We see something in a book, on the television, we hear on the radio, or someone that tell us, but okay, about the moon, about everything, the space, the cosmos, all right? But this is based on knowledge, on memory. So it means there is nothing new. There is nothing new to discover here. All right? So what I mean by that is that thinking is the result of memory. All right? So it means that if we really want to learn something, we have to put thinking and memory aside, okay? We have to look into something without the distortion if we really want to discover something new. All right? Because if we are looking into something like a problem or something, okay, but with the knowledge, with the memory, all right, we cannot discover something new. So it means that all discovering, all right, is just like a process of memory that we are upgrading each time, every time. We are upgrading, but something that is old. All right? So it means that there is nothing new in what we are doing, okay, compared to the old civilization, the old generation. We take old knowledge that we upgrade. All right? Because everything is based on thinking. Okay? That is, once again, good for the practical side. Okay? So it means that what we are doing, we are not create. This is not creation. Okay? Creation is not make a baby or something like that. Okay? So it means that how do you say that? When you make something new, okay, when you make something new, it's not creation. It's just something old, okay, based on thought and memory that we upgrade all the time. But it's not real creation. There is nothing new, okay? Because it's always make with the mind, the memory, okay? I make everything, but with knowledge, with thinking, all right? So it means that thinking is limited, so it cannot, thought cannot resolve itself, okay? So if all our discovery and all our mathematical principle and all our science is based on thought, it means that it's only a process of remembering, to remember and to upgrade. But there is nothing new. There is nothing new. We never discover something new. We only repeat, all right? And when the brain is in a process of repeating, okay, it degrade, okay? It's losing all its neural connection. Like if you make the same, you repeat like a song, or you repeat the same thing, or you repeat the same thing every day, you become a mechanical monkey because your brain is deteriorating. All right? So basically, now the human brain is in danger because it's deteriorating, all right? And it's becoming like a AI, okay? AI is a computer. So he can repeat and make millions and millions of calculation in 1 per second, all right? The human brain can do that too, but in a more harmonious way, all right? So the human brain is capable of distinguish like a chair, any type of chair, instantly, harmoniously, all right? Even if it has only one foot, one stick, or 3 or 2, okay? The artificial intelligence cannot do that if it hasn't got like all the information, okay? He can guess, oh, maybe this is a chair or not, or I guess this is this or that, all right? But he cannot know instantly like the human brain, all right? And Epstein is he's saying that we have made these computers, but we don't know how they operate, all right? We cannot explain it, all right? But it's very simple, actually. Just you put all the information into the computer, so the computer can make billions and billions of calculation per second, so you know instantly where to do and where to get the information. But it's not harmonious and like instant reaction, like how the human brain can do. So our supercomputer inside our head is 10 times more powerful than any super AI in the world right now. And it will take maybe hundreds and thousands, maybe I think actually it cannot to be as perfect as ours, all right? But it's sad because we are working for this AI now. We are wasting our life for this AI now. This is very, very sad because nobody really understands what's going on, because there is no more education. The level of education now in the world is very, very low, very, very low, all right? So we have all kinds of specialists that are brilliant and can make bombs and many things, but they don't know how to talk to another human being. They don't know how to the relationship. They don't know how to have a relationship. The parents and the children, the teacher, we don't know how to have an authentic relationship one with another, all right? Seems that we have lost this capacity, all right? And because we have filter, all right? Jewish, Muslim, French, American, Christian, African, all these things, Democrat, Republican, and all this stuff, all right? So it means that we cannot have a really authentic relationship with one another, all right? So yeah, I must say sorry at this point, because really English is actually not my first, neither my second language, all right? So I haven't spoken English like this for a very long time, so actually never. So what is your first language, Jay? It's Creole. Creole, what is Creole? There is only 800,000 people in the world living on a small island in the middle of the Indian Ocean who speak this language, okay? And my second language is French, right? So English, okay? So I want to come back to the subject here because it's very important, all right? So what I want to explain here is that consciousness is one, all right? So it's made of what it contains, all right? So the thinking, the memory, all right? So like time, for example. Time is the creation of thought, all right? So we have the time to be, it's made, but it's not real. It's made by the thought, all right? The processes of thought, all right? To be late at work, pay taxes, all right? And the psychological time, all right? You need time to reprogram your subconscious mind, in 10 ways, so you can open your chakras and you can be enlightened, and after you will be a big guru and you will separate yourself from the masses and blah blah blah. Okay, or this is like the bullshit infinite new age crap that you can see on the net right now, okay, with billions and billions of followers. All right, okay, if I don't desire anything, I can feel this energy. Okay, so this is the root chakra and all this power. Okay, so this is nothing else than a 20 billion or $1 billion business all around the world. Okay, so it's nothing about spiritual or sacred or holistic. It's just pure business. All right, it's new age. It's nonsense. All right, so the processes of thinking, of thought, all right, makes time. All right, and time is also it's also memory base, only memory base. Okay, so consciousness, all right, is made of everything that it holds. Okay, and our brain can, it means that we are consciousness. So it means that everything, when we are in the conscious, but not to see with our eye, but is to really see deeply with no distortion, that we are consciousness, and that everything that is this consciousness, it can be think, time, memory, whatever, okay, what you feel, okay, is also us. There is no division. All right, and only the process of thinking creates the division, creates the conditioning, creates the fear. All the fear in the world are thinking, all right, and memory based. All right, when you see like a really danger, all right, fear will come after when you think about this danger. But when the danger appears, all right, you have no fear. You react instantly, like a symmetrical, like a right now. All right, you react instantly. And when you have the process of thinking, then fear comes. Okay, because you remember or with the knowledge about the thing. But when you see the thing, there is no fear. You just react. All right? So this is direct perception. All right? So what is important here to understand is that all fear are thinking based. Okay? All conditioning are thinking based. And to fight with the conditioning is to reinforce this conditioning. Okay? I'm this and that, my name, I'm Jay, okay? Make video on YouTube, all right? Okay? I live in France, okay? All this is my religion, my thinking. But this is a distortion, all right? So it appears real, but it's not, okay? I mean, it's real because we think it is, all right? Okay? So, and it's not something that need to be like a method to. If you really understand that, you can see the truth right now for yourself, and you can really stop with the dogma, the concept of the universe to be zeros and one, like a binary universe, zeros and one, good, bad. No, this is not happening like that. All right? Okay? So this is a distortion, but it's not the really the living, the reality, the reality living of the consciousness right now. Okay, it's not the present moment, it's not right now. Okay, there's a distortion, but all distortion bring fear, bring division, bring war, conflict, all of them. Okay, so it means that as long as we identify ourselves with the I, with the me, with the ego, okay, all right, everything is not made or perceived like in a holistic, in a sacred way, in a real spiritual way, I mean, okay? But spiritual is a galvanized expression nowadays, because it's just like a new age crap, a business, all right? Now it's just a group, okay? It's just thinking like they talk about Tesla, the power of the 3, the 6, and the 9, and he said this, and he said that, and over there he did that, and he did that, and this guy is very clever, and this one is very stupid, but this is not the truth, all right? We are all the same human brain. What makes the difference? It means that if you were born in my house with my culture, eating my food with the same parents, the same education, you will be me. You will be me. You understand? You will be me. This is not like something like a romance or something like it's the fact, the pure fact. All right. So when we are born, we are conditioning, okay, lobotomized, whatever, okay, to be indoctrinated, all right, to be warriors in the name of the nation. So if you are born in America, you are proud to be American. If you are born in France or Brazil, whatever, you are proud to be Brazilian, French, or whatever, okay? But it's just like a conditioning. It's not the reality, the reality, the living thing, all right? So that is why Epstein was thinking all these things. And this is why this thinking has led him to act like this. You want to breed women, you want to rape children, you want to eat, drink adrenochrome, you want to eat human flesh, you want to reprogram your subconscious mind, you want to transfer your memory into a synthetic body with a perfect pineal gland, you want to make robots, you want to get the internal life, all right? This way of thinking is bringing you inevitably to this way of living, okay? Because there's no order, there's a distortion, there is no lucidity, okay? You are completely living through the me, the ego, the persona, all right? The individual that you think that is individual, okay? But we have seen already, okay, that individual doesn't exist, okay? That we are a complex organisms, all right? So if we want to really discover love and authentic relationship and really stop with all that crap, all right? Now then we can see that we are destroying our planet and the entire world, and they are all corrupt, all right? The same computers and machine that elected the French government is the same as the American, as the German, as the so, and everything now is no use, all right? The university, the schools, they just laboratory to indoctrinate the children, all right? That is why you can see many young scientists all around the world saying, oh, Epstein, yes, actually that is very intelligent, he's very clever, all right? Because they want to make you believe in this type of thinking. They want you to believe that you are living in a holographic experience. And that everything here is not real. They want to kill your heart. They want to kill your compassion. All right. So you don't really care about people dying in the world. All right. You just want to be a good man in the name of the nation, the good girl in the name of the nation. All right. To be proud. To be proud is to be profoundly adjust to a very, very sick society. Okay. It means you want to be recognized. Okay. So you are ready to kill. You are ready to lie. You are ready to go at war with one another because you want to go up. You want to go up. You want to satisfy your ego. All right. You want more money. You want more possession. You want more sex. All right. Because you want to satisfy your desire. Okay. But every time your desire is satisfied, you find yourself in agony, very, very empty. All right. And the source, the problem, all of this is identification. When you stop following even all those gurus, okay, the power of the present moment, there is no power in the present moment. They are all in the same club. All right. The synchronicity, this is fake. It was also in the Epstein file, all right? All those guys, those gurus, the infinite water, whatever, on YouTube, they are fake people. But they're not fake. Maybe some of them, they really believe what they do. But they are leading the world into chaos and destruction, all right? Okay? When you say, I'm this and that, I'm master, I'm Capricorn, I'm Pisces, I'm Leo, I'm Aries, and all these things, all right? You talk about the stars, vibratory systems and everything, and Elena Blavatsky, okay, secret theosophic school, all right? Then you come to this earth, and then your soul, and even the soul is a concept, is a dogma, all right? It is here to divide the consciousness, all right? So if you can stop with all that, put that aside, finish with the soul and all of this, and thousands of human brain conditioning. If you can see, if you can really see for oneself that you are the world and the world is you, that the consciousness that you're observing, all right, not that you are investigating, because when you investigate, it means that someone investigate. This is just like a attention, observation, listening, all right, of the consciousness. Then there is no distortion, there is no division, there is no separation. Okay? When you are anger, okay, with someone, okay, the gurus nowadays, they will tell you, yeah, it's not good to be violent, or it's not good, the anger, you can dissociate yourself with this anger, okay? I feel anger with my fellow mate. No, I'm not this anger. So now peace, and I will, okay, open my chakras and my heart and forgive. But when you truly live, you don't need to forgive. Everything is now, is instant, is pure reacting, all right? It's authentic, all right? There is no concept of light, of spirituality, or of that, all right? This is not holistic. This is not sacred, all right? This is not spiritual. It's just new age. It's just a lie, friends. It's a lie, all right? All these gurus, they are all lying, and I mean all of them. From Socrates, Plato, from the beginning, all of them, my friend. All of them. Okay? This is the only place maybe in the world where you can hear something like this. So I will get better, but it's difficult for me to explain those things right now, okay? But it shouldn't be. I'm sure you can feel it. You can, okay? So, it's not funny because now the world is going down, all right? There is children, wars, and people dying and suffering and torture all around the world. And we are all responsible for that, okay? And we cannot forgive something that it's unforgettable, but we can love right now, all right? But love is not to have an idea of what someone should be to satisfy us. This is not love, all right? my children, my country, my wife. This is not love. This is just possession. This is ego. This is not the all consciousness. There is nothing holistic. It's just fear. Fear of what could happen if the people who give me so much pleasure stop with me or cut with me, okay? All right, and then I will go learn, I will go cry on my pillow at night and follow tarot readers, all right? Because I want to know when my twin flame will come back. This is another huge business, my friend, all right? So, what I want to say here, okay, sorry for my hair, I messed up too. I went to the beach and I didn't make a shampoo, so whatever. But what I want to say here is what we really need to understand is that consciousness is one, all right? That everything that holds in the consciousness is us, and we are the consciousness, all right? When you die, okay, you cannot bring with you your house, your possession, your memories, your belief, your dogma about Akashic record, about the spirit of the wood or whatever you believe, the Christian, Muslim, Arab, Hindus, per importe, or the leaf, the trees, per importe, the Shinto, whatever, okay? You cannot bring all that, all right? Your body goes back to worms, okay? Asticot in the ground, okay? Everything is finished, all right? So it means that the what we call an individual is finished, all right? But what we call individual is not individual. Okay? So it means if I'm not here, the consciousness there is continuity with another brain. So all the brain of the human species are the garant of the consciousness. You understand what is holistic sacred here? It means the animal, the plants, everything that lives, that feel, all right, is one consciousness. And if we truly understand that for what it is, we walk on the street and we see a rock, we take the rock and we put it on the side, because if someone else is hurt, the consciousness is hurt. When you are in grief or jealous or you feel the anger, okay, you are not separate from this anger. This is the ego that will separate you from this anger, but you are this anger. But to truly see that for what it is, what happened? Finish. The anger stops, the war, the sadness, the sorrow, the competition, the killing, the violence, everything stops. Because you see the truth for what it is. It's not a conceptualization. Oh, we are all one, like the rapper will say, yeah, we are one. Okay, that's cool, all right? But it's to intellectualize, all right? It's to make like a concept, but it's not to really see the thing truly for what they are, okay? It's not a romance, okay? It's not a need to be backed up by science. If you understand this, you understand everything. Then everything changes. All right? It doesn't mean that you will not think during the day, but the thinking, they come and they go like the cloud in the sky. So you see them, you see the processes of thinking. It's the process of thinking, okay, that give you the illusion that you are the thinker. But you are not the thinker. You understand? So it means that you can see when the thinking comes, what it is for what it is. It's not the divine self or there is something. No, the divine self is just a bullshit, actually, all right? There is no divine self. This is a religion. It's to make you feel special, like special, that you know more than someone else, that you are more spiritual, all right? There is no divine self. This is the ego that creates a divine self to maintain himself, all right? So if you can really understand that, really, that it's not even brother and sisters, that you are me and I'm you. all right? And everything that holds, you are the rock, the nature, the everything, your room, the everything is you, all right? When you are dead, there is no that, all right? But someone else will keep the consciousness alive. So, what I want to explain to you why Epstein is wrong here is that if you understand that, okay, you live during the day really awake, really lucid, really awake, really passionate, okay? Because you are a truly human being and you live in a very different way. You don't eat the same, you don't do the same thing, you don't go to work, you don't go and look into the Epstein file, you don't do all this anymore. You don't need to go to see some gurus on YouTube, okay? You don't need to do that. Why you don't? Because you are profoundly human, and you have seen it all. Why? Because during the day, okay, from the morning to night, you pay a really strong attention to all your physical, physiological, psychological process. All right, you can see the thing for what it is. You can think, oh, okay, you know, this is the process of thought because now I need to do whatever. Okay, you know what it is. All right, okay. So you can really see where creation comes from. Now you know. Now it's not conceptualized. You understand everything. Epstein, he didn't understand, sadly, why the computer can do that. Because he was thinking with concept, with the Kabbalah, the Hermetic principle, all right? But he didn't see the truth for what it is. So you cannot discover beauty, love, and real freedom. Freedom, my friend, is not the red pill or the green pill. It's none of that. No, freedom is, this is the system, the society that wants you to make you believe that you are free, all right? But it's a lie, okay? Freedom is the absence, is the negation it's the absence of choice because you just react perfectly to what is happening. Now something is happening in the world right now. You don't need to wait for the Telos Agartha intraterrestrial, extraterrestrial. You don't need to wait for all of that. You don't need to wait for the World War 3, 4, 5, whatever. All right, we are already at war inside ourselves, okay, and all over the world, in the nucleus family, everywhere. But it's not like it's not. As long as we see ourselves as Christian, Muslim, Catholics, white, green, no, this is not. This is consciousness, my friend. This is consciousness. So it's consciousness that recognizes itself for what it is. Okay? So now you are truly free, but it's not tomorrow, it's right now. Okay? It's not hope. The hope that is the mother of all suffering. Why? Because hope includes in the future, in 10 steps, tomorrow. It's a lie. There is no psychological evolution. It's a lie. You cannot be more envious, arrogant, jealous, violent that you are now. We are like this. This is the human nature. But nobody knows that. When we see that for the fact that we are like this and we cannot change it, then we can discover humility, true love, authentic relationship. Because it's not like for an example, this is true education. The children and the dad, when you see consciousness for what it is, okay, you are not like the dad or the children, the first, the second. No, you are just one consciousness, all right? So you understand fear, you understand sorrow, you understand sadness, you can see this feeling for what they truly are, based of conditioning, on thought, on memory, all right? So there is another way of living right now. And this is not your gurus, your specialists, your political, your whatever, your Nikola Tesla, your Einstein, your Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Donald Trump, whatever, all of them, the queen and the queen of and the king of England, of Ireland, of China, the dragon, whatever, okay, of Russia, okay. No, I mean, these people, they are in agony, all right, so they don't know what to do, all right. So it's time for the consciousness to realize what really it is. And when we can do that, my friend, then we can go to prosperity. We can go to love, all right? Because there is a type of language that don't need to speak. And now you will tell me, yes, Jay, it's vibration. No, 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 no. Leave the vibration, the sound, the Nikola Tesla. Leave all that for 1 second, please, all right? When you truly discover something, now this is creation. Now you discover, I will not put my finger like that because people will think I'm a guru. So when you truly discover something, when you truly discover, now your face look better because you nearly finished to spit it out. So it wasn't easy, okay? So, seriously. So, when you can truly see consciousness for what it is, okay? Then we can really discover freedom, love, and beauty right now. Not tomorrow, right now, okay? Okay? And it's not like the 50% monkey theory, okay? Eating coconut on the island. No, no, it's not that, okay? It means when we can understand this truth, the truth, because the truth is one, is perceived from different dogma, prism, whatever, okay? Filter, all right? But when the truth is seen once and for all, it's not like, oh, I discovered the truth yesterday, now I've got a red dot and I'm the power of the moment present and I'm a guru now. Woohoo, so send me the billions, all right? Because now I have ashram and many devotes and, all right? Like all these Alan Watts and all these fake, all of them, Sadhguru, they all are in this, like politicians, scientists, they all are wrong to the T, all of them, all right? And people are repeating like pirates, but you have to stop with that, all right? And think you are clever because you have been to school and you are taught universe is a binary universe, and but you only repeat like a pirate, but it's not the truth. You get me, all right? This will lead to war, to destruction, to dogma, to believe, but not to know, okay? When you can see the truth for yourself, okay? Not my truth, not your truth, but the truth, all right? It's inside you, and it will grow inside you every day as a real human being. Not an American, like a Jewish, like a French, a Arab, a Democrat, a Republican, a Hindu, a Chinese, or whatever, animist, or someone that doesn't believe in anything. No. None of that. The truth. Okay? But it's not a concept. It's to see it. Truly see it for what it is. Alright? That we are actually one consciousness. And this is the only thing that should be taught all around the world right now. The most important thing. Alright? This video will make maybe 50, 100 views. I don't know. I really don't know. And billions of people will look at, I don't know. I don't know what is your star, whatever, whatever, alright? Mr. Beast or, I don't know. I don't know, but basically this is very important, all right? Because nothing will change. You don't need to learn the codes theory or the Big Bang theory. If you are really awake, aware, intelligent here, you can already see where we are going. And where we are going, my friend, is the total annihilation of the human species. So there is a sense of urgency here. All right? So I don't want you to share this video. None of you guys will do that, okay? But if you can truly understand that, that's cool. Okay. Don't know what to say. Namaste, goodbye, au revoir, whatever, okay? So those people, are they really smart? The Kybalion, the religion, the Thoth table, the Emerald table, the Anunnaki, the Atlan, the Arthurians, and all these things? No, they are profoundly asleep, sheeps, indoctrinated. And that will bring the division, the war, the sorrows. So it doesn't mean we are bad people. It means it's really time to see the truth for what it is. And never, never go back to sleep. All right? There is one more I want to say. But it's not to obtain. You have to ban this, all right? Because it's just the ego. But if during the day you are profoundly awake, okay, you see your physical, your psychological, okay, process during the day. When you go at night to sleep, the brain doesn't need to make like a digestion, okay? Doesn't need to make a big effort, all right? It doesn't need to make a big effort. And this is truly yoga, to live like this. This is the true yoga, okay? It's not to make a gymnastic, okay, in Bali over there to be a yoga teacher. No, this is another business, but this is the true yoga, sense of yoga, okay? When you go at night to sleep, your brain doesn't mean you don't need to leave your body in an astral way or to dream. No. You go to sleep like a total sleeping. Because you can see during the day, you are very lucid and living, okay, with the true perception, the direct perception during the day. When you go sleep, it's not to say between 1 and 2 o'clock, the will activate and you will see and then you will come back like a guru. No. But if you want really to know what is death, it's possible. And one has to discover it during his time when you live. When you are truly living, awake and conscious. Why? Because after it's too late, my friend. Okay? And you don't need to transfer your body, your memory into artificial body after all, because you know already what's going on. Then you can truly love and you can truly live without fear. And if you ask me, Jay, can you explain me what happened? I can't. There is no words. Why? Because words is not the totality. Okay? It's like you are looking at a map, you want to go somewhere. Okay? You look at this, but you forgot the rest. Okay? If you want the dissolution of the center, if you want to know everything, my friend, if you want to know everything, there is no word who can describe. The brain can only measure, but this is not measurable. Okay, it's tremendous. It's incommensurable. It's something we cannot measure, like the infinite. Okay, we will romance, we will imagination, all right? But this is just like it's not the everything, okay? So if you want to know everything, but don't do it to want to know this, okay? Because you will end nowhere. It's not walking to one direction. No, it's paying tremendous attention to every single step along the way. And when the non-invited decide, sleep or awake, you will know, my friend, all right? I want to say something else. There is nothing about amazing, like the movie, like opening the third eyes and then you are amazing and you are Buddha or Krishna or Jesus or whatever, or Brahma or whatever, okay? Mohammed or whatever. I don't know but it means there is nothing like amazing, okay? It's like you cannot see it. No one will see it. Even you will not notice it. Maybe. It means that it's the only and real revolution. Revolution is not war, is not going to cry, we want a new president, no, this and that, okay? This is not the true revolution, okay? This is just to repeat again and again, all right? So if you want to really to be outsider, okay? It's not to be a Black Panther, sorry guys, okay? No, actually I'm not sorry, but I love all of you, all right? All the humans on this planet, all right? All the one in agony. Even You know, when you truly love, it's not to forgive. There is some stuff you cannot forgive. But you realize it's really time now to have the appropriate response. The real revolution. And the real revolution, it's when all identification stops. This is the revolution that will change the world. For the better. For the amazing world. For the paradise. For the truth that is waiting to be discovered right now. Not tomorrow, but right now. Okay, see you guys. So, to answer my question, was Epstein smart? No. Okay? All these guys, they are profoundly idiot. Yeah, Jay, he's still alive. No. Doesn't matter. Okay? If he's still alive or whatever. Okay? Okay? This is thing that comes from television and file. Okay? Okay? But look what it creates in yourself. Division, fear, war, violence. Okay? Alright? Like makes you weak. If you want to find your sovereignty, okay, the real God of this planet, all right, they are not in the sky, they are not in your heart, they are not the light, they are not the kings and queens. You have to remember that we are all the consciousness of this world. If you realize that, okay, we change the game like this. This is true education, my friend. Okay, let me down your comments and see you guys.